This episode is brought to you by Alora, a Singapore brand trademark, the bestseller in health and beauty in TikTok, Singapore. #1 skin brightening and dark spot serum. Get 10% discount on your first purchase and free shipping worldwide. Shop online at alora.com, ALLUORA.com. Hi, I'm Janisha Alora, founder of Soul Rich Woman, the #1 leading female entrepreneur network in Southeast Asia, supporting 1 million women to own and love the F word. Fabulous, freedom, financial independence, and happy family. Alone, you are strong. Together, we are unstoppable. So go to soulrichwoman.com, grab your free 5-day online program, Money and Me, How to Get Anything You Desire. Welcome to my show. Hi, and welcome to another episode of Soul Why, Secrets of the Soul Rich Woman Blueprint. I'm honored to spend this time with you. No matter where you're listening, whether it's on your way to work or you're sitting in your office working on your business dreams, or even if you're driving around in the car with your kids sleeping at the back of the back seat, I have been there many times. So I love seeing your pictures and videos of where you're listening to my podcast. Send those things to me. I love seeing it and I love hearing from you and your ahas. In today's episode, I want to share with you the success habits that took me from 6 figures to 7 figures. And I want to share with you, I knew forever that I wanted to create $1 million business pretty much forever, even before I had any real business ideas. During the time when I was an occupational therapist, yes, I've been thinking about wanting to become an entrepreneur instead of being stuck in my 9-to-5 job. There are certain habits I've cultivated to get me to this level. And honestly, they are the same success habits that will take you from zero to earning that first couple of thousands of dollars in your business, and from there to earning 6 figures and beyond 7 figures. #1, focusing on the foundations. Now, the foundation work is realizing that you can do the foundations over and over again, so you can stop searching for the silver bullet solution. You don't need to find somebody else's magic formula because I've already created a multi-million-dollar business from simply just doing the foundation stuff. I share on social media every single day in some form of a quote, a picture, or a video. I send out a weekly newsletter without fail, and I've been doing that for more than a decade now. It's not complicated. It's just foundation. Show up. It does get boring, and I must agree. And repetitive. Yes, I know, I hear you. It's boring, it's repetitive, it's not exciting. But you know what? It's the boring ones that makes money. One of the concepts I've learned in Money and You is that when boring is repetitive and it's boring, it gets the job done, and it's when you're going to make a lot of money. Do I sometimes feel not like it? Yes, I often procrastinate as well. I'll be honest. There will be some days I just want to roll under my blanket and not doing anything. There are some days I will just say, maybe I'll just do it tomorrow. This is so boring. Let's go out and have some fun. Let's plan some events. You know what? I'm always marketing and growing my business, and I don't have any advanced strategies that you don't already know, or you wouldn't be able to read it from a book or learn from an online course. Now, the reason is because success habits comes from people that when you set your foundations in place, it's of certain processes and energy that you invite the energy of the universe to partner with you. And some people can get very impatient with performing the foundations. They cannot be bothered, or they think it's too boring or too difficult to do the mundane work, like for example, doing a TikTok video every single day, or writing a blog post, or doing a vlog, or even sending out a newsletter. Yeah, I mean, it can be, but it is a habit that's created me a multi-million-dollar business. And I must say, it's still the same work I started out many years ago in 2012, 2013, when I went online using a camera that's right in front of me on my computer talking to you. And that's all. That's it. Doesn't have to feel like it's so complicated than that. Make sure you have the right foundations in place. #2, be consistent. The second thing is to be consistent. Consistency is key to success. And probably you've heard it many times. You're like, oh, Janisha, this is so cliche. But you know what? Consistency speaks it all. I am super consistent in my business. Whether I'm live streaming on TikTok live stream, or is it Facebook, or is it Instagram, I'm showing up every single day and every single time. As I said it is, I will be there. So it doesn't just happen by accident. It's a clear decision to be consistent. And you might just dismiss your inconsistency by saying, oh, they probably won't miss me. Oh, maybe those people won't know that I'm not there. Oh, I'm just not there. It's okay for me to miss out a couple of times. They won't probably even notice. That's not the right attitude. To date, I have hundreds and thousands of people on my followers list, on my podcast, but the work is still the same. When there is only a few hundred people or 3 people, whether there were cockroaches and crickets and lizards, you know what? Whatever that may be, it's the same process. It's the same work, right? It's only grown through consistency, showing up every single week. So here's a tip. When I started out and didn't have anybody on my list and my following or people view my videos, I just sent out a newsletter to myself, or I just watch my own videos and telling myself that somebody is just waiting for this information and somebody really needs to hear this right now. Years later, I have women and people coming to me and say, hey, Janisha, I wait for your newsletter every single week and I wait for your video every single time. Whether is it on Instagram or on TikTok or is it on Facebook? People are just waiting to hear from me. I manifested this years before it happened. So consistency is such an amazing habit for every entrepreneur, and it is really how you're going to take things to the next level. Recently, I went to an event offline at Marina Bay Sands, Singapore, and I met many people who were setting up their stalls at the exhibition hall. And so many of them, when they saw me, they recognized me with my blue hair and they said, you know what, Janisha, I've watched your video since so many years ago when you're still doing Facebook Live, when you're sharing your daily tips on business and growth strategies. And I was like, what? That's so many years ago. And they said, yes, and I've been following you since then. Now that was a game changer. I never knew that my videos would change lives. I had only a few hundred views and very little shares and very little likes. And to me, showing up was key, regardless if there were people liking my videos or I assumed whether there were any souls watching my videos at all. Now, the other part that hasn't changed really in my business model is really showing up. Okay, and this is one business part that I've not changed, which is consistency. I do see some people changing this kind of business model a couple of months each time. They change their focus at all the time, and it can be very confusing for your audience where to follow you if they don't know whether they can rely on you or not. So you know that when you pretty much visit me on my Instagram account, you can read about motivation, about mindset, about money, about marketing, about business. And that's pretty much all I talk about. I don't try to go into all different directions, but that doesn't mean that I've not gone on in the past. I mean, I've been there, done that. But you know what? Understanding that what is not consistent with your brand is real. And it takes a lot of courage to face that. So be it. If you go in the wrong direction, just say, okay, it's just detour, but I've gone another level higher because now I've built some foundations of learning more about myself. So by having that gratitude and that openness in your heart, you're able to know that whatever mistakes you have made in your inconsistency, that consistency is just around the corner for you. Number 3, keep it simple. I'm all about simplicity. All right. So keep things very simple in your business model. Be very clear on how people can work with you because that is going to grow your business to the next level. If you're too broad or trying to be everything to everyone, it won't give you the clarity and focus that the money likes because universe doesn't know who to send the money to. It doesn't know how to send the money to you when you don't give it clear, specific directions. And don't make people guess about your skills. And don't confuse your potential clients with a million of services. Narrow down. One thing. And for me, everything leads to Soul Rich Woman Blueprint. Yeah, all path leads to one. So that's how I do it. Everything and any direction, even whether I'm giving talks, I'm selling my skincare products, no matter what, it goes back to Soul Rich Woman Blueprint. And I've kept it simple for you, right? So one day you may join me in Soul Rich Woman. So you know what? Just keep it simple. Number 4, make decisions that are right for you. Consciously make decisions in your business and don't get too swayed by opinions of others who doesn't matter. And work with your mentors who has opinions and not opinions, but rather advice that really works for you. Don't just focus on trends. You need to really see if it fits in your business direction as well or your personal growth. Your audience might say, hey, you should do this. Or maybe you think that I should. And it's easy to get off track. You have the decisions that you need to make that you are going on the right track. And for the season of life that you're in, and more importantly, for what you must love to do. Sometimes I see a new marketing tool and I do get FOMO. I do that. Sometimes I see now artificial intelligence is so in. And because I'm so busy with TikTok live streaming in this current stage of my business where I've launched Alora, which is a skincare business, and I get this fear of missing out because I'm not really fully focusing on utilizing artificial intelligence in my Soul Rich Woman business. And I start to get a little bit FOMO, fear of missing out. And I start to think, oh, should I be using this? Should I be using that? Should I be buying this software? Getting this software subscription? No, I am not going anywhere. And even people ask me to create a mastermind or offline event. But you know what? I know I can make a lot of money out of this, but it doesn't fit my key strengths of my lifestyle. End of story. So people can be asking you to change your business model for something that suits them. If it feels bad, says no. It's okay not to be all the things to all the people, and making clear decisions based on your values and business model is very important. This could be anything for you. It could be simply be making really conscious decisions about who you want to work with, who you want to partner with, what events you want to speak, or what groups you want to join. Being deliberate about those decisions has really helped me to grow, not being distracted by shiny objects or other people's opinion of what I should do. Is your business your rules? And you can serve a lot more people coming from a place of joy rather than obligation. Number 5, surround yourself with like-minded people. A huge part of my success is that I've surrounded myself with like-minded people who also want to have 7-figure business. A couple of years ago, I was invited to this mastermind group with people who are a little bit ahead of me, and I just feel a little bit uncomfortable at the beginning. After a while, I adapted. I was totally intimidated right the first start, but I know that it will be symbolic for me. So surrounding yourself with the right group of people who are up there, who has been there, done that. Like when I meet Elena Cardone, Grant Cardone, and they are my friends, I feel very intimidated sometimes, to be honest, even though because they came to Singapore and I hosted them. So when I see Elena and she was so successful, and with Grant Cardone, both of them so equally successful, and I'm like, okay, I'm not like them. I don't have a flying jet. I don't have this. I don't have that, But I know what I have in Singapore. I know what I have here online, right? So everybody have everything that we have, that we know that we own. And as long as you believe, everything can happen to you. And if you see other people doing it and you hear about their real struggles, and I hear about Elena's struggles as well when she shared with me her personal struggles as well, being a mom, traveling, for her to run a business together with Grant as a husband, all these things comes real. So when I get to meet her personally, when she came to Singapore, and that was how I started to, hey, you know what, even though intimidation is real, hey, we embrace it. So this come back to my first point. You see that they are just normal people doing the basics thing over and over again. She and Grant, Elena Cardone and Grant Cardone do the foundational parts again and again. They are hustling. They are getting things done. So I just want to share with you this. Don't give up, okay? You have the brilliance that is within you, and you deserve to shine. And when you're in those situations, you see a lot of people making a lot of money and you aspire to do that. And yet you are just looking at them thinking they're like God. But they are not. They're just normal people who are following the foundation stuff. They are being super consistent, making things simple in their business. They are being clear, conscious in about what they do. They're not trying to be everything to everyone. They're surrounding themselves with like-minded people. Simple. Number 6, ask yourself, why not me? When you look at people, those businesses that you admire, including me, from the sunny side of Singapore and wherever that you're listening into this podcast, yes, it's tempting to put on them on a pedestal and think it's all right for them because it's all right for you, Janisha, because well, I used to think, oh, she's really skinny, so it's easier for her to be successful in business because she's skinny, I'm not. Ridiculous. Weird, right? You might think, oh, well, it's all right for them. They've got a happy marriage. It's okay for her because she doesn't have kids. It's okay for her because she lives in Singapore. I'll be successful too if I live in Singapore. That's total bullshit. Whatever your excuses are, you have to banish them into the exiles and ask yourself, why not me? Even with all my skills, talents, insecurities, and flaws, just ask, why not? Why not me? Realize that you can be a real role model for many other people if you get out of your own comfort zone. Why not you? You can be a millionaire too. My last thing for you today. Work on your money blocks. My last success habit has helped me to get to 6 figures very easily, to be honest, and then to 7 figures. It's constantly work on my money blocks. Not joking. Even though I'm from Singapore, I work on my money blocks. And even though I was Miss Singapore, I work on my money blocks. Okay? Even though I've made my 7 figures, I am still working on my money blocks. You might think that you've gotten to a certain level in business and you don't have the money blocks anymore, but it's not true. Money in itself doesn't make you happy, and money doesn't solve money blocks. It makes me laugh thinking about it because, it really does happen. I've coached thousands of entrepreneurs and soul-rich women. I can see that. They always think that as long as you make your thousands and your multi-thousands of dollars, well, you have no more money blocks. Hey, that's not true. Okay, I've been working on myself since 2006, ever since I came into touch with healing work, energy healing on my money blocks, and I've never looked back since. Since 2006 until today, it's been donkey years, my friend. All right, and I'm still working on myself. So that's how we become successful. By having the mindset that there's always more to learn, always more to uncover ourselves. There are always more to improve. So I always work on my money blocks all the time. I even work on old recurring money blocks. Things that have come up for me again and again and again and again. Like I told you, I have supported myself through school since I was 14 years old. And supported the whole family. And one of my biggest recurring money belief is that I have to work hard for money. And that's true for me in my world. Don't judge me. I work constantly on new money blocks also that comes up when I hit the next stage of my business. Like for example, recently we launched our skincare brand, a Singapore brand trademark, Alora, into TikTok. And within 1 month, we crossed 6 figures. And in 5 months, we already crossed, well, you know it, $500,000. So, you know what? And there's blogs that come up. Oh, I'm bored with it. I am not good enough. What are things that I'm not doing good enough? There's a lot of things. Oh, the competition is a lot. There's so many things that's happening. So I constantly work on myself and deal with my fears and insecurities being in business. It's a process of continuous learning and development. So there you have it. That's how I got to 6 and then 7 figures in multiple businesses. And that's how it has been for you. For me. I'm not perfect and I'm not smarter in any way. Okay? So back to you. Which of these habits do you want to cultivate for yourself? Share with me because it is totally possible for you to be a millionaire too. Number 1, do the foundation. Number 2, be consistent. Number 3, keep it simple. Number 4, make decisions for you. Number 5, surround yourself with successful people. Number 6, ask yourself, why not me? Number 7, work on your money mindset. Now, if you're new to money blocks conversation or think that you've hit a wall with working on your money blocks, and guess what? You haven't. If you haven't, listen to my podcast or my free audio program. Make sure you do it today. I talk about the 7 common money blocks that women have in business. You might think this is just for beginners, but it's not. When you have a money block, you have it for the rest of your life. You just have to work on it on different ways because it will come again and again and again. Okay? So this is your time to take your business and your life to the next level. Soul Rich Woman. For women who love the F word, being fabulous, having freedom, financial independence, and a happy family, it's your time. Why not you? It's your time and you're ready for the next step. So share with me your ahas today. Find me on TikTok, Instagram, LinkedIn, Facebook. Write to me at Genisha Allura, GENECIAALLUORE. Or drop me an email at hello@soulrichwoman.com. And that is HELLO@SOULRICHWOMAN.com. Yeah, share with me your ahas. I love you. From the sunny side of Singapore, sending you my love, and I'll speak to you soon. Bye for now. Hey gorgeous, I can help you to build your dreams. Now you can work with me in my Money Mindset coaching program and mastermind community, Soul Rich Woman. The more you surround yourself with inspiring, successful, and supportive people, the more you'll feel safe to dream. Let's clear all the old stories, beliefs, and sabotages that are stopping you, holding you back, and making you go round and round in circles and not allowing you to create your soul-rich life. Fabulous, freedom, financial independence, and a happy family. It's fun and practical. That is SOULRICHWOMAN.com. Or simply email us at hello@soulrichwoman.com. So, come and join us.